weighs 4.2 ounces and was unearthed recently. The two pieces that form together, it forms a donut-shaped nugget, they estimate around $80,000, and it's bigger than the previous record of 3 ounces. I'd like to find that one myself. Also, a gargantuan black hole named LB1 should not even exist. Scientists have discovered a black hole in our own galaxy that could rewrite the book on stellar evolution. Now, few cosmic phenomena remain as frightening and mysterious as black holes, regions of space in which gravitational pull is so great that nothing, not even light itself, can escape. And, these black holes, if they go rogue and don't, who knows, they just take in everything. It's a scary thing, especially if they're coming toward us. I definitely wouldn't want to come across LB1. Also filmed, a bizarre object emitting a red glow was also filmed moving across the sky of Bedford, UK. They've been getting a lot of reports up there recently. Another thing, something strange sends tech haywire at Earth's poles, and NASA, they want to know more why this is happening. The next news break at the top of the hour.
Night Dreams Talk Radio, After Dark, wants to give a big shout out to all the truckers that listen to our show.
Okay, Wayne, you still there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, so now you graduated from doing some Bigfoot stuff and cryptids to you're doing a lot of spirit work now. Is that what's going on with you?
Well, I think when we did the movie, I got a little taste of it, and I seen the reaction with that the equipment that I was getting just with that equipment. So I went out and got all the stuff, I got all the stuff that thermal imager, the voice boxes, the EMF detector, but I ain't using none of it. I'm starting to just have fun with these EVPs because it seems like the day, for instance, started out kind of a dud as far as their EVPs, but when I got on a bridge where people said they've seen a little female ghost before, to talk to a female, and then the name Ivana comes out, and then she says she's 11 years old, and then you hear a baby. So that kind of, when you get that EVP, and then people seen a little girl dressed in white on that bridge, bam, you got the story right there, and that to me is awesome, because that's what I kind of want to start doing. I want to kind of start going to places and putting what I get together to prove the story is real, and really ain't graduated from Bigfoot. Trust me, I got footage out there today of Bigfoot. I love to go find what I call tip-top stuff for them, or I don't even upload it no more. It's just, I put so much of it out already, it's only, to me, it's only if it's really, really good, I'm going to upload it, but as far as this paranormal stuff, yeah, I'm getting ready to hit what they call Berry Hill Bridge, which is, used to be an old swinging bridge. It's in this county that satanic people used to practice satanic rituals up and under that bridge.
Oh boy!
A little girl got killed on that bridge. They used to say you could go across that bridge and your car would die and roll backwards. And if you just tried to go across that bridge, your car would die right in the middle of it and start rolling backwards, and you wouldn't have no control over it.
Now I got to ask, Wayne, are you going to take a car out there and try that?
Well, no, the bridge has been torn down now. I mean, they built a new bridge there, and the house that used to be there was haunted. It's been torn down, but I say the land is still haunted. I say the land is still haunted right in there. I'm thinking we pull up in there somewhere and walk around those woods for a few minutes and watch what I pull out. My buddy's wanting to finance a trip to the Waverly Hills Sanitarium in West Virginia. I hate to think what I'd do if I went in there with that. The way I'm getting this stuff out of this little trail, you just imagine if I go into a really haunted place, what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's you might be biting off more than you could chew there, buddy. Let me ask you something. You live in down there in the Carolinas. What about the Cherokee death cat? Have you ever come across anything of that nature?
No, I mean I ain't seen nothing like that, but I haven't been in the mountain areas to see. I hadn't been that far down in the. I mean, we were down there in Mount Pilot, which is like right in the dead center of North Carolina, near the mountains, and near Pilot Mountain. And I mean, my friend Kimberly's got some land out there, and I mean, me and Kimberly went out there, just stood around 5 minutes, and the Bigfoot started coming out everywhere. I mean, you just wouldn't believe. They was just coming out, just wanting to, like it was royalty standing there, and they all wanted to come out and see. And I mean, that's kind of the feeling I get from them now is they want to come out and see. They want to come out and get a glimpse of me, no matter where I go. It don't matter where I'm at. I could be sitting in a restaurant and they'll come out and look at. They'll be coming out of the woods looking. If there's woods there, I'll usually see one, but I don't take pictures of them no more. If I see them, like at my daughter's school, I see them every day. Like yesterday morning, it might have been yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday morning. Or might have been. Well, anyway, it was a day or so ago. It was two. I was sitting in. I was dropping her off. I look up there, and there's 2 or 3 Bigfoots right up at the trees looking. And but you get used to it after a certain point. It ain't a wow factor no more. You see them, they're there.
Now, have you ever had let me ask you this, Wayne, real quick. Have you ever had an experience with the Bigfoot or any cryptid, as far as that goes, that scared you, or maybe they were aggressive, and maybe they didn't know you or something?
You ain't gonna believe this. The police is out there with their blue light sitting there outside my house right now.
What did you
not
do?
Gonna believe this. Let me see what they doing. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna see if they're pulling up after just parking, or they got somebody pulled, because it's kind of weird. They shouldn't even be out there if their lights on this time of night. Let me see.
So anyway, Wayne,
they're out there, but I thought maybe they got them a car or something. I don't know.
Yeah, they're not.
I'm gonna walk out there. I'll keep you on the phone. I'm gonna walk out there and just see what's up, because I don't want to make sure nobody's hit my car or nothing. So, well, it's pleasing, man. It looks like.
Wayne, you're a bad boy. So anyway, Wayne, let me ask you.
Okay.
Which one of these, have you ever had a bad experience with any of these cryptids?
What do you mean, ghost or Bigfoot?
Any of them. Have any of them, have you ever had a bad experience with one of them? Maybe?
We did that place where I told you we ran off 100 ghosts. We didn't run off one. He was over at the tree, and he was clearly a demon. He was a white-headed thing. His head was sticking out of the ground, and he was trying to form into a body, so he was draining me and Kimberly of our energy. And, I mean, I could feel it. My heart starts racing. Kimberly said hers was racing, and I got pictures of it. We left that place. We got pictures of it. That orb followed us back to her house. And for a week, it took me a week to actually get my energy back from that. He physically did harm me, and it took me a week to get over that. But that might be what I call the worst thing that's happened. I would say that's the worst thing that happened. I mean, everything else to me is spectacular. Everybody else would say they pee their pants. Uh-huh.
Well, that's the kind of stuff that, that can get dangerous when you come across stuff like that. What does beastly thing look like that drained you of all of your energy?
I don't know how he did it. I seen him over, and I could feel his presence, and I could feel him, and I could feel he's trying to feed off of us so he could form into a body. And I told Kimberly we need to get away from that spot, But here's the funny part: we went back there and got all kind of activity in the rain, and now in a couple of weeks we're going back there again. And if it ain't raining or snowing or whatever, when we go back in a couple of weeks, I mean, and it's clear, no telling what we're going to get out there. Now, I'm excited about it. I've been wanting to go back there when it ain't raining so bad, because after the little bit of time I've been there, and I'm gonna go back down to that pipeline too, and I'm gonna bring all my EVP stuff, and I'm gonna bring out all that down there again too, and see if we can draw them. But I don't think we're messing with Bigfoot there. We're messing with. I mean, I'm saying we're not messing with ghosts there. We're messing with aliens in Bigfoot, because I mean, there's aliens there. There was an alien there. It was a.
Oh,
wait a minute! I found him sitting in a tree. I said, "Y'all need to come in and look at this dude. This ain't no Bigfoot right here."
So let me ask you, Wayne. Hold on. You seen aliens in these woods also?
Oh, I've experienced so much crap with aliens. I don't talk about it so much because it's just like when we were at that pipeline. We watched this ship hover. I mean, I seen it hover, and it hovered, and it watched us, and then when most of the two, Stacy and the other guy, left, I was there with the two ladies, and then the thing started coming toward us, and then it come right over top of us. And Kimberly said that she talked. I thought it was a drone, but Kimberly said she talked to one of her UFO people, and then she said it was a UFO that hovered over us. Drones don't hover that long in one spot, and I was like, well, that's cool to know. I mean, I kind of figured it was. I kind of sensed it, and let me see.
So,
in the past where I used to live, the field across from me I think UFOs were landing in that field, because that field had never been developed. It had never been farmed. It was just a field. And back behind that field, I would see them from time to time. I'd get pictures trying to take a Bigfoot, and I'd see this silver object laying down in the woods back behind them trees. And
so what did
one night
describe the UFO to us and the aliens, if you've seen those too?
Well, the aliens I've seen look like just like the Greys. I mean, most of the ones I've seen look like the Greys that they stay on TV. You got the big slanted eyes. You got the long neck. You kind of gray skin color. I mean, they've been out at the trail. I've filmed them out there at the trail a few times, where they'd be sitting out there, and it would not look nothing like a freaking anything you ever seen other than the big black eyes. But I don't think everything looks like it. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I think there's Bigfoots walking among us, working in our government. I believe there's Bigfoots in our military. They just don't talk about it, because if they can clone, I mean, they can mimic themselves and mimic humans out in the woods like I know they can do. And, why wouldn't the military have some kind of deal with them? Because, I mean, what I really believe the reason why the government don't want to acknowledge they exist is because they know if they do, everybody's going to grab a gun and go try to kill them. And that's kind of the same mentality about the aliens. The reason they won't come right out and say why the UFOs don't exist. They try to cover up all that, because what happens if they do? A lot of people, not like us, but there'll be a lot of people freak out if something like that really happens.
Yeah, I agree. And let me ask you: have you ever talked to the aliens, or they ever talked to you, or relayed any messages or anything?
They tried. Well, one of the Greys tried to talk to me once. One of them tried to talk to me, but Bigfoot didn't want him. Bigfoots wouldn't allow him. He would try to get in the. When they'd be mind speaking to me, he would try to sneak in and pretend to be one of them, and they taught me how to push everybody out. Shoot, I got so good at it that any kind of ghost comes and starts messing with me. I had a friend who died that basically made my life miserable, and I didn't like him. And he died. And I'm asleep one night, and he comes to me in my dream. He comes to me in my visions and says, "Hey, listen, there's some money in my house. Will you go get that money and run a show in my honor?" I said, "Dude, get out of my head." And I blocked him right on out of my head. But it also was good, because 20 years after my youngest brother had passed, he somehow found me and come to me and showed me and told me how he died. For 20 years, over 20 years, I never knew how he died. But then all of a sudden, this vision comes, and it's like a loop. He just keeps talking, telling me how he died, basically. But he told me who pushed him down, And I mean, it's kind of giving me closure because all this time I never knew what he